Hi all, and welcome to Creative Mindfulness session, where we will explore a practice of using drawing to focus the mind in a similar way to mindfulness practice and meditation. My name is Paulina. I'm a design thinker, a customer experience enthusiast living with my border collie in Barcelona, Spain. I have a background in multidisciplinary roles ranging from design, UX, sales operations, to project management, fashion design, and even data analytics. I studied at the Academy of Arts and was surrounded by art during my childhood, but it was not until a couple of years ago that I got interested in mindful drawing. In this session, we will discover simple ways to practice mindfulness with visual techniques for calming your mind and focusing on your body. What for sure would not happen is I will not teach you how to draw, but I will give you simple tools to use in your daily life. This session is for you if you did try meditation, but perhaps could not put it into practice. Or maybe you find it hard to find your focus. Perhaps you want to try new things to relax your mind easily. Mindful drawing might be your first step towards creating your own mindful habit. Research shows that mindful interactions with art and drawing can result in a deeper experience and overall improved sense of being. Please know one thing: everyone can draw the same way everybody can learn to introduce mindfulness techniques into their lives. This means everybody can practice creative mindfulness. But we are all built towards the easiest path. At this time, our brain starts searching for the perfect excuse. Meditative drawing, creative mindfulness, or even doodling can help you center your energy and find your mindful presence. You do not need countless hours to start, so it's worth a try. We all were drawing at some point in our lives. As children, as soon as we pick up the pencil, we draw to relax, explore, soothe anxiety, or simply focus. We are all born with the need to express ourselves, and the simple process of setting a pencil to paper is a meditative act by its nature. And the only thing that can stop you here is fear. Every one of you was drawing, and we will try to get back to that child mindset through creative mindfulness and by simply being in the present moment. Creative mindfulness is very similar to cooking. It has several different levels, types, styles, ingredients, tools, and it depends all on you where you want to go with it. Today I will show you a couple of activities to try out concentrating on mindful, drawing, or drawing meditation. If it sounds good, let's start. Creative mindfulness is a broad term to define mindful interactions with art and creativity in general. Mindful drawing or drawing meditation is simply a practice of using drawing to focus the mind in a similar way to mindfulness practice and meditation. With a close focus on what we see and using our hands to follow our eyes while holding a pencil, we can see more, engage with life more closely, and create a calm space. Mindful drawing or drawing meditation is an idea that comes from thinking about how we meditate. Traditionally, meditation is taught by focusing on breath, sound, or feelings. Seeing, however, is not usually used. I will show you some examples of how is it possible for anyone to use drawing as a form of meditation. In traditional meditation, we are taught to focus on the breath. We can also scan the body for physical feelings or concentrate on sound, but the standard instruction is to stay with the breath. By focusing on the tiny variations of the breath to the exclusion of all other thoughts or experiences, the mind is trained to focus on exactly what is happening at any moment as it happens. This is called mindfulness. A trained mind can then, in theory, observe all life in this way, totally aware of everything that is happening, exactly the way it happens, exactly when it is happening, awareness in the present time. It is possible to use drawing as an alternative to the breath, as the focus of your attention. A useful object of meditation needs to be something that promotes mindfulness. So it needs to be portable, easily available, and as cheap as possible. It also needs to be experienced directly without the need for thought. And it needs to provide a constantly changing process. The breath greatly fits this criteria, but mindful drawing can be also experienced as addition and sometimes even an alternative to the breath during the meditation. I want you all to be aware creative mindfulness is a process without a typical goal in mind. We are not going to reach anything, finish anything, or to arrive to a next level. The process itself is the way, and it will never be a straight line. One of the best things about mindful drawing is that it's really accessible and requires very little equipment. In fact, all you really need is a piece of paper, a pencil, and your space. If it's something you enjoy, you could also invest in a sketchbook and some different colored pens or pencils later on. But start as simple as possible. In the next videos, I will show you some guided techniques in 3 categories. But first, very important recommendation. Before every session, it's good to do a 3 to 5 minutes body scan. Body scan helps you to prepare your body and mind, restart a bit your mindset. You can find guided body scans on YouTube or even Spotify or meditation apps. I very much invite you to do it before starting a session. Whenever you're ready, let's move on to the exercises. We will start with calm. These are simple techniques to use when you need to calm your mind or before you start journaling. It is also great as an introduction to the next creative activities. Right now, I would like you to sit upright, comfortably at the table or a desk with your notepad, paper, and pencil within easy reach in front of you and your feet flat on the floor. Sit comfortably and relax your body. That includes your drawing hand. Notice how the pencil feels in your fingers. Are you holding it too tight? If so, relax your grip. We will start drawing a wave on the paper. Start left to right if you are right-handed or right to left if you are left-handed. Start by drawing a dot in the middle of the paper on far left or far right. We'll draw a wave without lifting the pencil from the paper. There is a simple rule only. The wave goes up on inhale and down on exhale. The length of the wave is the length of your breath. Try not to control the breath. Let the breath control the wave. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We are not lifting the pencil from the paper. Try to gently slide the pencil on paper. How does it interact with the paper? Inhale, the wave goes up. Exhale, we go down. The length is the same as the length of your breath. Inhale and exhale, wave going down. We do not want perfect lines. We just want them to represent your breath. Inhale, line goes up. Exhale, wave goes down. We are not lifting the pencil from the paper. We do not care about the perfect lines. Not everything has to be straight. When you reach the end of the paper, you can lift your pencil. Another technique I would like to show you is using your non-dominant hand. Start left to right if you are right-handed, or right to left if you are left-handed. Inhale, put the pencil to the paper, and draw a line from top to bottom on exhale. Lift your pen, and on inhale, move the pencil to the top of the paper. Now draw a line from top to bottom on exhale again. Draw a couple of those lines, just simply drawing from top to bottom on exhale, and lifting the pen on inhale, going back to the top of the paper. At some point, start drawing two lines, a line from top to bottom on exhale, and a returning line from bottom to top on inhale. Another line from top to bottom exhale, and bottom to top inhale. Continue drawing lines and concentrate on your hand movement. Try to draw the line and calm your breath so you can get until the end of the paper. If you feel confused, lift the pencil, inhale, and start again. After a couple of those, try not lifting the pen and drawing a line from top to bottom, exhale, and on inhale, bottom to top. You will start noticing your chest following your hand movement. Pencil stays on the paper, line down, exhale, line up, inhale. We will now explore focus. Use this activity before starting your work, a project, before creating any plans for the future, or if you like to journal during traveling. This technique is about mindful attention and ignoring the outcome. Drawing meditation begins with understanding the difference and concentrating all efforts on the doing and completely ignoring the making. This is because once we focus on making a drawing, we lose sight of what we are looking at and instead concentrate on what we are making. In this activity, you will not look at the paper while drawing, but fully concentrate on seeing. Your arm, hand, and fingers holding the pencils are there simply to help you focus. By using a pencil to follow our eyes, we become more attentive to the object we are seeing. And this is what we will do now. Find an interesting object, preferably a plant, to draw. Our brain likes things to be complicated and have lots of contrast, so a plant with lots of leaves, overlapping stems is ideal. Put the plant on a table close to you. It is also useful to have a timer set for around 3 minutes. You are going to be looking carefully at the edges of the plant, leaves, flowers, or whatever you actually see on the plant. And at no time during the drawing, you are going to look at the paper. Spend some time looking at the plant before starting. Then choose a place to start seeing and drawing. Look closely at the chosen edge and with your eyes only, slowly, very slowly, bit by bit, follow the line. When you get to the end of the line, maybe it hits another line. You will have to decide where to go next. It makes no difference, just start and follow the next line with your eyes. When you are ready and relaxed, start your timer. Look back at your starting point, inhale, and start to follow the edge again, but this time, trace the journey of your eye with the pencil, again, bit by bit. When you come to the end of an edge, simply choose another path and start again. You do not need to outline the whole object. You can pick and choose, for example, leaves or patterns, or just repeat the same lines. You can go inside the object or outside. You can pick to outline a specific color or light or a shade you see. You can lift the pencil from the paper and put it down where you think the next line might start, but you must not look down at the paper until the timer sounds. You can always lift your pencil to start another line. Let the pencil follow your eye's journey. At the very beginning, you might catch a glimpse of the paper as your brain wants to control the outcome. It is okay. Next time, try not to look at the paper until timer sets or when you feel like you finished. At some point, you will get a hold of the paper side and you will not feel the need to look at it when you lift your pencil. You can use plants, fruits, vegetables, anything that is close to nature. Just remember, you are not looking at the paper, you are looking at the object. While you draw, make sure to concentrate on the object just in front of you and calm your breath. Lift the pencil if you feel you need to find another area you want to draw. You are allowed to lift your pencil and place it on the paper and start again. We are not drawing the object, we are simply observing it. We concentrate on what is in front of us right now. By using a pencil to follow our eyes, we become more attentive to the objects we are seeing than if we simply were to look at it. Now, let's explore. This activity is about connecting with your inner self and thoughts while practicing breathing and attention to your body, surroundings, and life. Inhale and count to 10 while drawing a wavy line, circling back and forth and crossing the lines. Let the pen gently glide on the paper to create the line and give yourself a moment to explore. Once you have the line done, start filling the spaces with any patterns or shapes using both of your hands. You can change the line thickness, you can shade the spaces, you can add patterns, dots, lines. At this present moment, start thinking where you are, what you surround yourself with, who you surround yourself with, and be truthful about yourself. Try to represent those elements on the paper. On your drawing, try using darker and lighter shades, putting more pressures with the pencil on the paper. Follow your gut feeling, and if you are stuck, always try to modify, mix and match any basic shapes like square, circles, triangles, straight lines, vertical lines, wavy lines. A key element of meditation is noticing, seeing what happens in the brain and taking note of it. When we make a drawing, we look at the result and assess how good it is. Good and bad may be just words, but they have an impact on us. If we do a drawing which we think is good, we feel good. If, on the other hand, we think the drawing is bad, we feel bad. Words, though, refer to feelings, and feelings, although they feel real, are not real things. We need to notice how we feel when we do drawings and when we look at them, because this helps to train the mind to recognize feelings for what they are. As you fill the spaces, acknowledge where you are, you can move towards where you are going and where you want to be. There is always work to be done, but as long as you're asking yourself the right questions, you are heading to the right direction. A very important aspect of all these drawing exercises is noticing how we feel, noticing how we react to any feelings. Spend a little time assessing your feelings while drawing, but also while looking at your drawing. This practice of noticing how you react is perhaps the most important aspect of the whole meditation process. Feelings can control our lives, but meditation helps us in understanding the present and our feelings rather than having feelings control our lives. I hope you enjoyed these activities. I'd like to also give you some tips. Firstly, make sure you try to do body scans and keep an eye on your posture. Breathing is important, so try to sit upright with both feet on the floor. If you are stuck on how you should fill the spaces, start with basic shapes. Use circles, dots, squares, triangles, lines, horizontal, vertical, diagonal. Rotate them, make them wavy. Try using dark and light shades, gradients if you use a pencil. Use stars, moons, little dots, little lines, little vertical lines, and so on. Remember to keep going, as there are no mistakes. Once you lift your hand and stop because of some error, you are going into a different mindset. We do not repair anything. Nothing will be perfect because there is no goal, there is only the process. This is the way. Date your drawings, sign them, own them, and be proud of your process and see those little steps adding up later. And the most important one, always be brave. Let your only fear be an empty blank page that you can easily remove by starting a random line. Creative mindfulness is a process, and there are many ways to do it. These activities are part of mindful drawing techniques that you can explore. Some concentrate on meditation, some can be great for artists to explore. So be inspired, mix and match what others do, and try different things until you find something that is yours. That's it for now. Thank you all for your attention. I hope you found something interesting for yourself or something that will make you start exploring mindful drawing techniques. Feel free to connect with me if you have any questions or simply want to share your creative mindfulness journey. Have a great day.